Well, the Eagles are getting ready for the New Orleans Saints at home, back in black, and ready to go. Carson Wentz is being that Taysom Hill role this week for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, obviously, he's not Taysom Hill. Obviously, he can't give a great look. Obviously, Jalen Hurts would probably give the better look if he was the backup. But I'm not going to lie, it's hard seeing Carson Wentz the backup, but he's been holding himself up pretty professionally. There's no drama, nothing crazy going on right now. There's been a lot of speculation what's been going on with Carson Wentz being benched. There could be a lot of decisions made, and you know what? One of the decisions is Carson Wentz could get traded. Carson Wentz could be here next year, obviously. I pretty much think he's going to be here next year, but a lot of people, a lot of sources in the NFL say that, you know, there's a pretty good chance Carson Wentz could get traded. And hearing back from the 2016 draft, and that half of the organization wasn't in on Carson Wentz, and then you start hearing all this news, you know, spill out, and it's just ridiculous hearing all this. You know, Carson Wentz, not just him. Like I've said it a million times, it's not just him. You know, Carson cannot play in Doug's offense, and Doug's offense, you know, I don't like it. I never really liked it at all. I think with Jalen Hurts, he's going to be more effective in it because he's doing a lot of RPOs. He's doing some read option. So I think he's going to be more effective in this offense this week. Plus, you're facing a team in the New Orleans Saints that have not faced a quarterback like this yet. So there's a lot going there. But, you know, trade options, you know, obviously the Eagles can't release Carson Wentz. He'd be $60 million in dead cap, which, you know, it's not going to happen. So obviously he's going to be on the roster the rest of the season. But for next year, you know, when that contract starts kicking in at $20-something million, now you could start to kind of think, hey, could you actually trade him? And I think there's two teams that would be interested in him right now. And the New England Patriots would be it's always been a rumored team to be interested in Carson Wentz ever since he was benched. Bill Belichick has actually liked him, even facing the Patriots in the past, but not just full. Said some really good things about Carson Wentz, and there's always been a good, you know, obviously Cam Newton has played better than any quarterback in this league has played better than Carson Wentz. That's obvious. Okay, another team is the one we're all thinking about, and that is Frank Reich of the Indianapolis Colts. And Frank Reich was the OC for the Philadelphia Eagles in 2017. All right, and you know, really helped out in this offense and really showed that Doug can't handle it by himself. And the play calling has been predictable. And Frank Reich, would he actually trade? They have a ton of cap space. You know, as long as a team, and you know, people think that trading Carson Wentz is impossible, but it's really not, because as long as the team covers a lot of his salary, which obviously the Eagles would try to do that, that's the only way that this trade is going to get done. If there is a Carson Wentz trade, I'm not speculating that there is. I'm just saying that there's been a lot of talks among people in the league that, you know, this could actually happen next year. And your third option pretty much is you go get another quarterback if Jalen Hurts doesn't pan out for these 4 games, because honestly, Jalen Hurts, I'm not even expecting him to win games, but if he's not looking sharp and he's looking just a little bit better than Carson, but not by a ton to where I feel comfortable, then yeah, we have a problem. But is it fair to put Jalen Hurts in this situation? No, it's not. But at the end of the day, someone's got to be in there. And I kind of wanted this to happen, obviously. So, I mean, in my opinion right now, guys, I think a lot of people think that because of Carson Wentz being benched now, it's over between Carson and the Eagles. And that's what everybody thinks. It could be. You never know. I mean, me, how I think of it, I think he's going to be here next year. But the other side of me says, well, when you do this, it's a hard relationship to build back up between quarterback and front office. It's very hard to build that relationship back up, because if Carson says, hey, I think I should get traded somewhere else. And look, guys, Carson Wentz could be successful somewhere else. And that's just something we have to accept, because it's already happened to a bunch of players that we've released off this team. If Carson Wentz goes to another team and be and you know, is successful, guys, that's all. That's just on us. That's just on our front office. Like if well, there's nothing that we could do about it. Like if it's impossible to get this guy right, and our coaching staff is not going to change, and Jeffrey Lurie's not going to put his foot down even more than what he's doing now, then we can't keep Carson Wentz. At this point, there's no point to keep him if he's going to keep playing like this. And if he's successful somewhere else, then that's on our front office. And it's a shame. It really is. I'm not saying Jalen Hurts is the answer whatsoever, okay? All I wanted was a mental break from Carson Wentz, and that's pretty much it. And he's getting that mental break to reflect on himself and how he's playing. Because honestly, I think telling the whole team that he's been playing bad, and obviously he should just show it, then just tell everybody it. I mean, he won't even tell the media that he's playing bad. He'll tell the players. He'll have these group meetings. Even last week, they had group meetings all last week before the game, and Carson was telling everybody that he's got to play better and he's not playing well. But won't tell the media this, won't tell the fans this. I didn't see much. There were glimpses of where he looked like the old Carson Wentz. There was glimpses where he moved around the pocket well, threw that ball like it was nothing. And then there were times where he's in the pocket and he's moving in the front of the pocket to the back. He's moving back and forth, and the blocking scheme is messing up because he keeps moving in and out constantly, and it screws up angles on these blocks that have to be made. So then he gets tackled, he gets sacked, and bad things happen. So I do think there's a big chance that he could actually get traded. It could happen. If Jalen Hurts works out, you're looking for a trade. You get a first-round pick, and if Jalen Hurts doesn't work out, you still trade Carson Wentz if that's the case, if that's how they feel, and you go after a quarterback this year, which I can't even believe I'm saying that. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't even think he's going to get traded, guys. I mean, obviously he's making too much money at this point. It's crazy just to think that he's just going to be holding a clipboard for $100 million. It's just ridiculous at this point. But you have two teams that you could trade him to. Obviously, I think it could be more. You never know at this point what could happen. But those are my top two of where he can go. But you can't have a backup in the next few years, and at least till 2022. You can't have a backup making that much money. I mean, you just can't. You just can't. They would have to trade him. They would have to try and trade him and say, and they could be saying it now behind closed doors. They could be saying that they're done. Like the main thing is this, just to keep playing him, let him be the backup, let him be that supporting role, and let him get, obviously he'll be more healthy. And he'll get ready for an off season and to get traded. And they could have already made that decision. We don't even know about that. Obviously, you're going to get a first-round pick for him. Is he playing like one? No, but you're going to get a first-round pick for Carson Wentz. Obviously, he's a starting quarterback in the league, or pretty much. They're not going to take anything. They're not going to take anything less than that for Carson Wentz. I mean, just one pick and that's it. Call it a day. Could be a pick for next year. Could be a pick for 2 years from now. It doesn't matter at this point. Just something that the Eagles have it, but I'm not really sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about this whole thing. I'm confused on it myself, guys. I'm just kind of stating like what I think might happen, and that's pretty much it. So, all right, guys, I'll see you guys later. Kicks good up, fly, fly. Peace out, guys. Peace.